Okay, so this is another one of my fun decks, and I have a sore throat, so forgive me if I don't sound very enthusiastic right now. Really just not in the mood. I've been kind of a little sick. 2 Poseidras. There you go. 1 title. 1 title. This is a perfect way for me to summon Big Eye, Dracossack, if I ever get my Dracossack, if I ever have one, blah blah blah. 1 Gores. And there goes the only level 7 lineup I actually run. The next card is 1, 2, and 3 Lancers. I don't know why some people say 2 Lancers, and I've seen people only running 2. I say 3 because if these 2 go bite the dust, you got a third one to have as extra resource. Although granted that I don't know how, but whatever. 2 card Ds, draw power, that's it. I've run into a case where I almost don't even play a monster, or don't even, I draw more back rows. I'm thinking of just putting Magical Merchant in this deck. 1, 2, and 3 Toads. 3 Toads. Yes, 3 Toads. I don't know why people put this at 2. I don't think 2 is a good idea, especially with the lineup that I'm about to run, that I'm about to show you in a moment. The next card is 3 Slushies for the sake of Poseidra. This is the reason why I kept Poseidra at 2. I was thinking of just putting it at 1, but then the Slushies would have no point in being in this deck. Probably, since Poseidra can summon itself through its own ability, and then I can use it as an overlay unit with this guy, or this guy, or let's say if I dumped out 2 Poseidras, banish 1, summon 1, and banish 1, summon 1 after, I don't know, whatever happens that particular moment. Swap Frogs at 3. And sorry, again, I don't have my thoughts together right now. Main engine of the deck. 1 Screech. I like his idea of dumping out additional water monsters, which is helpful. 3 Poison Draws. I don't know why, again, for the same reason Mr. Toad here, he's being run at 2. I'd go with 3 because he's a good draw power card. And for the same reason, Dupe Frog, again, at 3. I run it at 3. I don't like running anything less than this because I need to make sure I max out this potential right here, which I'm gladly covering with my hand. And the unnecessary yet can be very helpful tribute fodder for a Treeborn Frog for the Sea Lancer. So that's it for the monster lineups. Anyway, moving on, I have 3 Salvages. I don't know why people run this at 2 in some builds. Maybe it works for them, maybe probably because it does. I like running it at 3. I also have maxed out creature swaps, which is this is an ideal way to just screw their opponent. And no, I don't have enemy controller in this deck, so, and not that I can run one, I just don't choose to. The 3 MSTs, as you can already see by the picture. A Dark Hole, 1 Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial is actually a good way for me, for the same reason Screech and Foolish Burial, to dump out these 3 Knuckleheads right here. And yes, I call them Knuckleheads. But yeah, whatever. Well, just that 1 Foolish. For some reason I didn't have a book in there. It's really odd. The next card is Dimensional Prison. Yes, 2 Dimensional Prisons. 1 Compulse. I saw someone else's build. They don't actually run Compulse. Okay. Torrential Tribute and the Lonely Bottomless Trap Hole. I was gonna play this deck at locals, but I can't seem to get it competitive. I mean, probably for the obvious issue since you've already seen the build, but really it's just the only deck I have that can actually play that I've actually finished. So, the side deck and extra deck, it's not much there. I don't think much there. The extra deck is as followed: 3 gotchis. Okay, I run this at 3 because, well, I have been running defensively the last few duels I've been doing. The 2 Herald of Pure Light, I may run a Downer Magician because I think I can actually run it. I have to look that card up because I think I can summon it with just using a 3 or below rank Exceed. The 1 Daigusto Phoenix, I wish I had this at 2 because this card actually was very necessary for a strategy, and I sort of flunked out when I wanted to play it and I only had 1 in the deck, and I said, oh no, I don't have an extra one. Number 96, I only run it at 1. I used to run it at 2, now I only do it at 1. The level 5, because sometimes I actually have pulled this off before, and this is the reason I keep these in here, but I may not keep these in here for long. So the cards were as follows: Tyrus, Keeper of Genesis, number 61, Adris, Keeper of Armageddon, number 12, and the Sharp Fortress. There have been case scenarios where I've actually managed to play these cards, well, mostly Sharp Fortress, but for now I think that fills in the gap very decently, but I think that's a little too much, but something at least. I don't like leaving empty space there. And the 7s, which I hardly ever manage to play nowadays, sadly. Number 11, Mermail Besageos, or Gaios, however you pronounce his name. And number 74. And this is my token. The grade 4 knowledge. Yes, that is my miserable token. And the side deck, I don't know why this video is taking long. If I'm gonna run any monarchs, I'm just gonna run Chaos, the Shadow Monarch. I don't like running other monarchs in this deck other than just Chaos. 3 Battle Faders. Oddly enough, I run Kaiko, the Ghost Destroyer. The Lonely Maxi, because, well, I don't have any extra Maxis, otherwise I had to share from other decks. 3 Snowmans. Again, this side deck isn't really developed. This is more like just for fun scenarios. Vanity's Ruler, and yes, I do have a Vanity's Fiend, but I got Vanity's Ruler. I found him in my collection. The Moray of Greed for the draw power again. Soul Taker, for some reason I still have this card in the deck. And Malevolent Catastrophe, because I like that heavy storm ability. I don't like decks that, you know, retaliate again. I don't like decks that retaliate, and that should pretty much add up to about 15 cards. If I've miscounted, oops. Okay, that's it. That's all I have for now.